everybody and welcome to my video, Getting Tidier. I hope you're well. Thank you ever so much for all the new people that have just subscribed to my channel. Thank you for those of you who have told me where you're from. We love hearing where you're from, so thank you for putting that in the comments. Quick update, we've got 42.7% United Kingdom, nearly 21% United States, 2.4% Germany, 2.2% Australia, so we've got a few more from Australia, nearly 2% Canada, and then Ireland, Netherlands, France, Switzerland and Turkey. Thank you for being here, thank you for your ideas and comments, thank you for your suggestions, and thank you just for following my journey. You really spur me on and motivate me to continue. So I'm going to be quiet for a bit and I'm going to show you a few little clips of what I got up to earlier in the week. Hello, you're lovely. Look at the white one.
Number 925, which say was catalogued in the...
It's 4 to 7:37. Alicia Wilkinson and her own Castell.
Highland.
So still that horse of the issue where she had to qualify to come.
The Hereford.
I know them. Someone told me not to do it.
Oh my goodness, oh that spot, that spot. I know quite a few of you enjoy learning about England and Great Britain, so I thought I'd show you a few little clips from the Royal Norfolk Show. So the Royal Norfolk Show takes place once a year for 2 days, so we spent the day here on Wednesday, which was really nice. There's other shows like this in different parts of the county, and I'm just showing you there a headdress that my daughter made. So there were animals and lots of stalls to look round, lots of things to see and do. So it was a really lovely day out. So it was really nice to have a day off work. We all went together. My husband had the day off, my daughter had the day off from school as well, and we all went together. But the reality of the housework is that I just cannot keep up. It just feels like I have one step forward and one step back, and I might have 2 steps forward and 1 step back. I feel like the house is never tidy enough for me to have people come round, even though I'm constantly on top of the washing up, even though I'm constantly on top of the washing. It feels like I just never get to a point where the house is tidy. And I know you all say it's because I need to get rid of more, and I am working on that. So from the lounge, I've got rid of 20 items. I've also got rid of 10 items from the dining room. I'm going to put them all together in a pile so you can see everything that I've got. I'm going to get rid of 20 things from the pantry. I really think that's realistic. And then I'm going to aim for 10 to 20 items in other rooms in the house. So like the hall, I'll aim to get rid of 10 because I haven't got quite so many things in the hall. But for like my old bedroom and my daughter's bedroom, I'm going to aim for another 20. So I am getting rid of things. I really am. So thank you so much for all your lovely comments over the last few days. I've loved reading them and loved hearing where you're from. So I'm going to go through a few of your comments. So the first comment I'm going to read through, Elisa. You have to declutter more than 10 things in one room. It will never be tidier if you don't. Sorry. Kitty Cookie, please get everything off the floor in your dining room. It never looks tidy in there. No, I agree. I think that's quite a good idea. I could put everything up on the dining room table and then clear up from there. But I really need to devote probably an afternoon to it. I said back to Kitty, or where should I put it all? And I've just seen that she has replied, which I'd not seen this reply before. So Kitty says, you really are going to have to be more ruthless with the decluttering, as you seem to be chasing your tail every day. You are a very busy mum, Emma, and you and your family have too much stuff. I looked at your dining room for 1 second and I said out loud to myself, not again. Oh dear. Your daughter has a bedroom and a playroom and your dining room, and all three are crowded and messy, and you seem to keep a lot of it of not needed stuff. I know you love your trinkets in your cupboards. I also have trinkets in 2 cupboards. As mentioned, put a desk in the corner and all of your daughter's hobbies and homework to be done on there. I also only have 1 child. If he played in the living room, then went to his bedroom, I'd ask him to clear the living room and tell him not every room was a playroom. Of course, I said it in a nice way, as I love him, 35 now. I'm not being cruel to you, but you really are chasing your tail, lovely lady, and you are going to burn out. Sent with kindness and caring. Now, you are right. I do need to, if she's doing something in the lounge, that needs to be cleared up before anything else is started. That is a good point, and I am going to make sure that from today I am strict with that. And also, I think with the books, I need to say to her, you need to put all your books on the table into the rattan basket. I need to say to my husband, we both need to do that together and be strict with that. Cami says that she's from Washington State. So thank you for joining us, Cami. Nomi Rinzibaka is from Switzerland. So welcome here. And I said about how much I like Zurich. I love Switzerland. It's such a beautiful place. Heather Johnson. She says, hi Emma, I'm not sure if I've already told you where I'm from. I'm in Fife in Scotland, near Dunfermline. Have I pronounced that correctly? I hope I have. My husband is telling me no. How do I say it?
Dunfermline.
Dunfermline, of course. I've heard of Dunfermline loads of times. Sorry I pronounced it incorrectly, Heather. I'm glad my husband's here to correct me. But the nearest big city is in Edinburgh. Take care and keep up the good work. And I replied back to Heather to say I would really love to explore Scotland in more detail. I really would. Cami says that she has been to, Cammie's the one who, as I just said, from Washington State, and she said, I've been doing good on my challenge, walking 4 miles a day, except Saturday when I did yard work all day and Sunday when I helped our uncle move all day. Well done, Cammie, that's fantastic. So I'm doing well on my challenge. I've got 2 days to add to the end. 3 days to add to the end. One day I got to bed and it was really late and I realised I'd got 2,000 steps to do and I'd completely forgotten. One day I went to bed and I needed another 50 and I'd forgotten. And one day I forgot to put my watch on. I was so frustrated with myself. So that day I probably did do 10,000 steps, but I didn't have the proof. So today I've done 5,800 so far, but I'll easily get more than that. Paper Playground, hi Emma, just found your channel, blessings from Texas. Thank you Playground, and blessings to you as well from England. Thank you for being here. Josephine Brown, loving your videos, I'm watching from Australia. Oh, thanks Josephine. And do you know we've got cousins on both sides of the family in Australia and in New Zealand. I don't know if my husband's got New Zealand family, but I have. And then we've got family in America, both East Coast and West Coast. And I'm just trying to think, Canada. I've also got family from Canada because my granddad, who if he was alive, he'd be 120 or that sort of age. You know, he had my dad late in life, and his brother went to Canada when he was really young, and he took a boat and he set, his whole family. Well, let me just think. No, it wasn't. It was my great-granddad. And his whole family now live out there, and they've done very well for themselves. They were well known in the area. Their surname, well respected as good business people. Hi there from Hertfordshire. Just come across your channel and it looks fun. Oh, thank you. Can I say the tiles around your fireplace are gorgeous? Looking forward to your content. And as I've told many of you, I've had several people ask me, am I going to get rid of the tiles? Not realising they were one of the selling points. We love the fireplaces. Pam, oh, I've not heard from you recently, Pam. How are you? Well done on your steps. Okay, you're going to add a couple of days, but what motivation it's been. Thank you. You've really got this getting tidier bug now, haven't you? And I sort of extended that to getting fitter. Getting tidier and getting fitter. The other way, I have a few things I get super attached to emotionally, I have a hard time getting rid of. I try to use a journal called Throw It Away by Guru Notebooks. It helps sometimes. I'm going to look that up because a couple of you have said about that. So I am going to look that up. I hope you love my lovely flowers. I'm so pleased with them. My sister sent them to me for our anniversary. We've been married 21 years and they were an anniversary present for my sister. And they come quite flat and in dark, sort of, cold. And then you put them in a vase, and I'll show you the picture right at the end. Literally in one day, they all open up and bloom. They're really, really beautiful. So work, I've had a really couple of busy days. I feel like I say that regularly, but I have. Because I've moved my hours around. So you remember I worked on Monday and then Tuesday. Wednesday I had the whole day off, which was lovely. Then Thursday I had my big meeting, the one that I chair. I had 78 people attend that. Got loads of really good feedback. Very pleased with how that went. That was great. And it was a bit strange because this was for job number 1, but my manager's manager for job number 2 was there. Was at the meeting, attending in his role as like a senior manager. So that was a bit strange in many ways. So I've got, after that meeting, we had to rush over to a lunch event. So I actually moved that meeting by 15 minutes. It's been in the diary for 6 months. I just didn't want to cancel it or completely rearrange it because everybody had got it in their diary. So I moved it forward by 15 minutes to allow me enough time to be able to get out to, drive about 20 miles and get somewhere on time. So things have been quite busy. I've got this whole issue with this expression of interest form. The deadline is Monday. I haven't still decided whether I'm actually going to complete the form. It's really like a full application. I'll just have to think about it. I think I'm gonna fill it all in and then just see what happens. That's what I'm going to do. Last night, I worked like all day yesterday, and then yesterday evening, once I got back from the lunch event, and then yesterday evening, I then had to do all my training for this election job. So I'm going to be working the elections. So I think it's busy time, obviously, in the United Kingdom for elections, and also very busy time in America as well. I don't know whether America get coverage of our elections, but certainly I have been watching some of the coverage of the American discussions and debates, which are very interesting. So I'm hoping that the best person is elected for you all. So you can see this is my kitchen today. So piles of things everywhere, the flowers that need to be put outside, loads of washing, which I managed to get some on the line when we went out for the day because that was a really, really hot day. But I've got loads to do. I've probably got 3 coloured loads and a white load. But as I told you, it's also our wedding anniversary. So this is where my husband organised for us to go. It's absolutely stunning. When you come and visit England next, I highly recommend you spending a couple of days on the Norfolk Broads. Now the Norfolk Broads are actually man-made. They were created by people digging for peat, and then water, they go all the way out to the sea. You can get a boat and go out to somewhere like this. So this is How Hill, and it's a really lovely house set in beautiful gardens and countryside. And actually we visited here quite a few times when it was lockdown, when there was few restrictions, but that we were still allowed to go out for walks and go out for a drive. You just had to keep distance from people. So we really like it here. And lots of wildlife. So we saw swans, herons, lots of smaller birds and ducks. But they also have otters and other animals. And it's quite common to see sailing boats and also the Norfolk Wherry, which we did see one Norfolk Wherry, which is a stunning, stunning boat. We had a really lovely time. So then afterwards we went and picked our daughter up from school. Only when she came out, she looked at me and burst into tears. I think it's a combination of being absolutely exhausted. It's been a very long week with lots of different things going on. I think she was upset because children had sweets and popcorn, and we'd been told that we would get the details of the ingredients, and then when we didn't, I didn't think to message. I just assumed, oh, everything's been checked, everything's all fine. But that actually meant that all the children were sitting and eating sweets and popcorn, and my daughter was not given any, which I really feel for her. And yesterday, the same thing happened. So yesterday, I'd already explained to her she would not be having an ice cream, but the school were organising a treat for her, so either a flapjack or something that she could have, but that was somehow forgotten. And then when she got there, everyone was tucking into ice creams or slushes. Now, those slush things, I'm not fond of them, but she can have them. So again, she sat there while everybody ate slushes and ice creams, and she had nothing. And I feel very, very disappointed, because the whole year, everyone has been amazing, bent over backwards, considered her. And I actually think that's because it's dependent upon a couple of people that have gone out of their way for my daughter. And because those couple of people have been really busy this week, someone else was supposed to pick up some of that and they haven't done it. So I really, really felt for her. So she was upset. And I just feel she never complains. She never usually gets upset about things. But I can really sort of think how, 2 days in a row of feeling disappointed. And then the fact that she's really, really tired. And it seems that she didn't eat that much for lunch. So I think a combination of things made her feel upset. And that really affects how I feel when she's not happy about something that does really affect me. So you can see this video is today. You can see the piles of washing. You can see all the plates and everything that I need to clear up on the side. And if you look there on the left hand side on the top of the cupboards, you can also see that something's been placed up there. So I've got lots of work to do in the kitchen, and I've got lots of work to do in the rest of the house, and I'm not sure whether it's going to get tidy anytime soon, but I'm not giving up. So for those of you listening to this who've got an untidy house and want to be more tidy, then please keep on trying, keep on working, keep on making 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because the fact of it is, even though I said that, the fact of it is that 2 steps forward and 1 back is still 1 step forward, and everything is improving and everything is getting better. I've still got my aim to get rid of 10 or 20 things in every single room. I'm going into each room and thinking I can get rid of that, I can get rid of that. So the numbers of things are increasing. I'm going to get rid of more and more stuff from my house. That's going to make it easier to keep on top of and easier to tidy. I'm now looking at my watch, and my steps today are 6,055. So I now need to do around 4,000 steps. And I think I'm then going to have an early bedtime, because I also feel very, very tired. So I hope you've had a lovely week. What have you got planned for the weekends? I'm pleased to say that we've got a quiet weekend planned. We've got no things in particular planned for tomorrow. So my daughter wants to make her solar system out of felt. So we're going to be doing that. Only thing that we've organised to do on Sunday is go to church in the morning. Otherwise, we're going to be in the house and garden, just relaxing, doing jobs, playing some board games and doing some craft things in my daughter's room. So I hope you have a lovely weekend, whatever you might be doing. I hope the sun is shining for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for all your support and kindness. Bye!